So, the astute amongst you may notice that I'm not in Chester today. I'm not in North Wales today. No, I'm back in Bingley and it's still full lockdown. So, this morning at 6:30 AM I was outside loading the bike into the car. Finally, after 3 months riding somewhere other than bloody Chester. So you may well be asking, why Bingley? Well, when I moved back up north, we lived in Bingley for 5 years, and no, I'm not a Yorkshireman, I'm a Cumbrian. But Bingley was a good compromise for the missus because it's close to Bradford and Leeds, and fell in love with the place very quickly. A lot of decent riding as well. Of all the places I've lived, Bingley has probably the best doorstep riding, and that includes when I lived in Cumbria. And at the moment I am filming on the Druids Altar at the top of Altar Lane, and anybody who knows Altar Lane will know it's evil. Not because of Druids, because it makes your legs pop. Now, around Bingley there is miles and miles of trails. Some of them are legal and are bridleways and byways, but I'll be honest with you, they're pretty dull, they're pretty wide, boring, drover's road type affairs. However, there's a lot of very nice single track. You just got to be a bit lax with the rules, should we say. Now, there's no bloody way am I sticking to big open byways when there's nice single track. Now I'm sorry if that offends, but that's the way it is. Got a gumdrops, it's a wee bit rutty down here. So used to Chester that big hills and rutty trails seem very strange all of a sudden. Hurrah! Hello. So if Bingley's that great, and it is, why then did I leave and move to Chester? Well, work basically. I work in Chester and I was doing 200 miles a day driving there and back, and not surprisingly it got a bit much after a while. So move we did, and I don't regret it because Chester's got some very nice riding very close by. And Shropshire just down the road. You got North Wales as well, so I'm not going to complain. Now this down here, just look at that, beautiful flowing single track, little bits of sandstone and a shaggy old sheepdog just to add to it. And you look at that and you think, that's beautiful, and it is. And part of this will probably make up the thumbnail for today. Aunt Bessie gets out of that way. The problem with it, however, is that just round the corner the flowing single track finishes and it goes to double track. Nice illusion though, hey. And so on to the reason why we're in Bingley today. Well, basically, when we left Bingley 2.5 years ago, I, being a man, didn't bother to register with a local GP in Chester, despite my wife saying over and over again, make sure you register with a GP over here. But I knew better. So, the GP I'm registered with is Canalside in Bingley. And the only reason I registered there, and it isn't still the one in Oxford, is because I got shingles and I wanted to go and find out what was going on and get a prescription. The thing around here as well is there's some lovely little descents. And cheeky ones like this here. I love this one. Crashed it a few times. Oh, look at that, someone put a cheat line in. Well, there's a cheat. So am I! I've not in yet. This is the corner I usually go up on and go sliding down the bank. Yeah, it's as lovely as ever. It's only short, as I say, but short sometimes good. Thank God it's not even that sloppy today. That is a miracle in itself. You know what? Somebody's done a fair bit of work on that. I think they've actually detracted from it somehow. They tried to make it a bit more flowing and stuff. But why should trails be flowing? Why shouldn't they be a bit, you know, awkward? So, come Thursday, I get my text message from the NHS. Book your appointment for the COVID vaccine. On I go, and where's it come up with? Bingley Canal side, 100 miles away. Oh dear. Now unfortunately, I'm quite limited for time today, because I would have liked to have gone over to Baildon Moor and messed around in Shipley Glen as well, but it's not going to be possible. So, Hardon Moor and St Ives it is. But I'm happy enough with that. You know, trust me, it's better than messing around in Chester once again. There's a little rattle on my bike. I don't know what that is. What if I do? The shifter. Oh gosh, love this track. Just nice, flowy, there's a little rocky bit to bobble you about. Sweet as. Just one trail like this. Steep bits, nice corners, drops, rooty bits, enough hill to be able to keep your speed up. Just one, and it would have made lockdown so much more bearable. Well, there's a turn up for the books. Just heading back up, and I've spotted a trail that never used to be here when I lived here. And it starts with this rather nice little drop, and then I ain't got a clue what's down here. Let's have a look. Oh, a little rocky double. Hurrah! I'd love to try and get you some third person shots of this, but I'm running out of time. Oh, hold on, what's this? Oh, look before you leap, Lenny. This is a bit of an awkward one here. Yeah, very awkward. Oh well, did it. Some of them quite busy. Really nice little trails. I say, down here, just fantastic. Really good fun. So in question of why then, when I live in Chester, didn't I just book a vaccine in Chester and cancel this one in Bingley? Because it gives me the opportunity to come and ride here. That's why. Maybe a bit cheeky, but I think more than a lot of people, I have got a legitimate reason to travel here. I had my jab, the AstraZeneca one, in case anyone's wondering. Am I scared of blood clots and all that? No, come on, let's not be silly. Now, one thing about lockdown, especially this lockdown, is I've noticed around Chester, around the tiny bit of North Wales I nip into, in other people's videos, and now here. Look at this, a new phenomenon. Funny little stunt ramps appearing in places where stunt ramps never appeared before. Now you probably think I've been a bit of a killjoy here, but I'm not really sure that it's a good idea to build little jumps like that in places where the trails are quite sensitive. I mean, you're really not supposed to be riding where I am now. I am, but you know, that's me. But to then go and build little jumps off the side of it, it's just asking for trouble, just asking to upset people. This is another oldie goldie favourite trail which seems to have more recognition, if I'm honest. Again, I used to think that was a little bit more technical than that. Oh yes, I really have missed the riding around here. I'm literally just scratching the surface today. Done nothing. What it means is I can come back, and I do plan to, have a bigger day, right? Cheers. Actually with some friends, bicycle friends. Wouldn't that be nice? Now it must be illegal to do a Bingley ride without featuring the 5 rise locks behind me. Absolutely stunning piece of pre-Victorian engineering. So today, yeah, came to get my vaccine, got my vaccine, and then decided to go for a ride. I don't know if that's the wise thing to do, but that's what I did. No side effects yet. I mean, I haven't grown a second cock or anything. So next week, well, next weekend is actually the last weekend of lockdown, because from the Monday we're allowed to actually maybe sort of go a little bit elsewhere and not get arrested by the police for doing so. So next weekend, last of the dingle. Come the Monday, well, I've got the day off, so let's see where we end up. Bye bye. Here we go.
There you go.
Thank you. Do I get me lollipop now?
No.
No.